Hey, what's up, guys? This is Julius with another Korg Kronos video. This is the 88 key Kronos. I am doing an install of a second SSD drive that will be in addition to the default drive that came with the board. There are a couple other videos out already showing how to do the install, but I think they may be 61 key versions. So I just want to do my version with the 88 key. Maybe I can pinpoint something that some other guys haven't shown. But anyway, there's a lot of screws that are in the board. All of them must come out. These are all small screws around the outside edges, and then there are 10 larger screws that come from this middle and this bottom section. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Those are larger ones, larger screws, and then you have smaller screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Let me count that one more time just to be sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So take those all out. Okay? Those middle ones. Don't count those. Anyway, you're going to remove all the screws except for the ones that are on the rubber feet. And once you remove those, this wooden part should be able to be shifted around a little bit. And if you just pull 2 of the rubber feet, it comes right off. You got the inside of the board there. Alright, here is the holder where the hard drive is going to go. I already have mine sitting in there. I have a Kingston 120 gig that I'm putting inside. There is a little power supply connector back in there. I don't know if you can see that on the video. Let me get a flashlight. Maybe help pinpoint that a little bit. There's a little power connector in there. That's it right there. That's back inside. You're going to have to pull that out. That's going to connect the power of your hard drive. And then you need to get a SSD or SATA cable. Some people have said 50 centimeters. I don't know what they mean by that. That's because that's not correct. But 1.5 to 2 feet should work. They also recommend that you get one side that's going to be a right angle. I don't have one of those, so I'm just going to try to make it work with what I have. And you're going to come down here, and it's going to connect. There's 2 ports here. One, I don't know how good you can see that. See, this is the one I just inserted, and this is the one that comes with the keyboard. But normally this one is going to be in this slot. So you want your boot drive, I think, to be on SATA 0. Since there's 2 going to be installed, you want it to be on SATA 0. So you have to move the default drive over. It's going to be the one closer to the keys that you're going to want it connected to. But other than that, the only other thing you have to do is screw the drive in to these little, there's like 4 screws on each side of this case. I'm going to try to do that in this video as well. Find a small, nope, that's not going to fit. One sec. Thought I had it already. Let me grab these screws. So you got 4 little bitty screws that you're going to stick in the side of the drive to hold it in place. Any minutes, about 4 minutes. Really small screws. They probably are going to come with your drive. So just going to seat the drive in there, line the holes up. Well, you know what? It's probably going to be best to connect the power supply first. So let's see if I can get that. You see, it's not really that difficult. It's a matter of making all this stuff line up. If you got really small hands, it's probably a lot easier. Mine, of course, is not wanting to cooperate. Maybe a little extra. Edit some of this out of the video. Well, guys, this will show you exactly what you could possibly run into as far as trying to get this installed. Okay, that's in there. And then this is the data cable. Plugged into that's the default one. Alright, it's in there. And then I don't think mine is going to be long enough to tie down. There it goes. Okay, so it's all connected, and I just got to get it inside this drive bay. Alright. There. Alright. Then you're going to take the little screws, and what really seems easier to do, some people have said to just remove the entire drive bay. I think for sake of time, energy, and effort, that's unnecessary. I'm gonna just screw. Let's see. That is not what you want to happen. Screw in place. They may be. Oh no, they're going in. Alright. Now get the drive lined up. Okay, that wasn't going in. It may be a little bit too big to sit there. I think they make different sizes. If I can get the drive wound up, honestly, no more than it's gonna move around. You may not even have to. How much time am I at?
9 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, these screws are a little too big. So I'm either gonna have to find some small screws or not screw it down. Either would work. I'm trying to figure out if I wanted to take this drive bay out, how I would even do that. I don't see. You know what? Just for the sake of this video, I'm gonna cut it there. These screws that came with my drive are just a little too big for the holes, but the drive is connected completely. I'm gonna go into my little screw stash and pull out some smaller screws, but you saw basically that's what it takes to get the drive installed. It's in there. All I'm going to do after I turn it, get everything screwed in and turned back on, is format the drive. You do that through the disk utility menu, and then things should be ready to go. But just to show you really quick, this is the drive bay that's going to hold your SSD. There's a power supply cable underneath here that you're going to plug into the power side of the SSD, and you want to plug your new SSD in SATA port 1. There's 2 ports, a SATA port 0 and a SATA port 1. You want yours to be in 1. That is the one farthest away from the keys. Okay, that's it. If you have any questions, please comment below, like and subscribe and share the video. Thanks.